In 1975, the seeds of athletic excellence were sown with the founding of the Atlantic 10 Conference. Originally established as the Eastern Collegiate Basketball League, the conference formally inaugurated its competitive journey in 1976, primarily focused on basketball.
In the East, we had two leagues, the Ivy and the East Coast Conference. And none of those were kind of getting it done in basketball. It was independent, and the ECAC, Eastern Collegiate Athletic Conference, had three regions: New England, Metro New York, and Mid-Atlantic. And all the real schools, whether it's St. John's in New York or Providence of Boston College and Georgetown down this way, Villanova, they all played in these three competitions. One end of the year, 5-6 teams, whoever won got the NCAA bid. That's all we had.
I think part was geography, and part was just to have a basketball-centric league. You had your larger schools, but there were a lot of schools in there that were known for their basketball programs at the time.
It was more of a basketball scheduling alliance, and that's what it was. And then crown a champion and go to the NCAAs. And that's always been the crown jewel of any conference.
There was a lot of regional schools. It really was a East Coast regional conference.
So when this was formed, it was a big deal.
As its influence grew and embracing a wider range of sports, the league evolved, renaming itself the Eastern Athletic Association. Yet it was the informal moniker, the Eastern Eight, that resonated across the sports landscape, reflecting its initial roster of distinguished members: Villanova, Duquesne, Penn State, West Virginia, George Washington, Massachusetts, Pittsburgh, and Rutgers.
The Eastern Eight, EAA, what is it? And then we went to 10 schools, had to come up with something. You look at all the other conferences that had 10 or 12 schools, and you look at that and said, well, there's Big 10, right? There's Big 12 or Big 8. Should we go big? No. And they looked at the locations and said, well, let's go Atlantic.
As the 80s began, the conference experienced a pivotal transformation. Founding members Villanova and Pittsburgh departed. Villanova in 1980, followed by Pittsburgh in 1982. But with change came growth. St. Bonaventure joined in 1979, Rhode Island in 1980, and by 1982, St. Joseph's and Temple rounded out a dynamic new lineup. With its membership now standing at 10, the league took on a new identity, officially becoming the Atlantic 10 Conference, a name that would come to represent tradition, competition, and excellence for decades to come.